Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Tulsa Golden Hurricane in Skelly Field, where the fans have gathered and they are ready to see those Hurricanes gather some strength. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Nevada Wolfpack taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback will audible. Going to the running game. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Back to throw, it's Carpenter. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Tulsa wasting no time. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. using the quick game. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's not going to get there. Short on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Here we go. Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. He's got his man. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Tulsa! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Beckham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They've got the screen set up. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell. Pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a pass.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep.
And that's great defense to stop him short of the 1st down. It's so hard with a guy that fast to create the right angles, to make sure I keep the ball inside, and then everybody's got to run to the football. Great job by the defense.
Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. After the run, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. To the ground. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
The end of the first quarter with the score: Tulsa 7, Nevada 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Here we go.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the point after is good. An 84-yard drive there. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer
going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Fast motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. He'll take another shot here. Brings it down on the right side. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Tulsa wasting no time.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his way.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the inside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Number 20.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And your Tulsa Golden Hurricane will take over 1st and 10.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Tulsa wasting no time. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Zings it complete to the right. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
Coming up, 4th down.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down.
4-2 Spider.
Quick release by the QB. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Knocking on the door. Offense now in the red zone.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff looking for a crease. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down.
Terrier.
Direct snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, big update in this colossal top 5 showdown today. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Navy. We'll keep you posted on things until the clock hits zeros in a game that, for now anyway, has been very revealing.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll bring it back. It's Green. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on first down. He makes a catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. Fires to the middle. Calls it in. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Tulsa will kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Here's the handoff. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Wolfpack will get the 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. Ran so successfully.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Moving away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Nevada! And that one will put them up here in the second half. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Tulsa wasting no time. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Leaves it with the running back. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Looking for room. It's Ellison. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Trying to get to him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Wide out in motion. On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Wide receiver shows motion. Headed for the corner on the jet sweep. Got room at the 35. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Nevada 21, Tulsa 14.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the ground with the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The pull and throw off the RPO. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Looking to throw for it. Snagged on the outside. It's Ball. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Motion from the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Bulldozes him. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, just keeps firing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Gives it to the back on the draw. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Quarterback checking off. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He lobs one high down the left side. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it at the 10. Touchdown, Tulsa. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Why not double the try total and go for 2?
Now 55 weak.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He makes it into the end zone for the 2, but there is a penalty flag where they often call holding. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Looking for a man. It's Carpenter. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They want that clock to run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They try to pop a run on the draw. On the move at the 30. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, on offense, you have got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Power football with the run. At the 45 on his way. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll give it to him again. Smashes through. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nevada. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Tulsa wasting no time. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They're bringing heat. They're trying to get to it. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Nevada! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but I won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Snap it to the back. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it.